Hello everybody, it's me64 here, kind of a long-awaited tutorial I suppose. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about using multiple clients at once in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. As you can see, I currently have 4 different clients launched, 2 of which are actually injected. The ones injected are Undisputed as well as Lyra client. All of the clients featured in this video will be linked down in the description. Simply check the description and you'll find download pages and stuff like that for all of these clients. Anyways, to use 2 clients at once, to answer the question, yes, it is possible. Yes, it can actually also work pretty well. Anyways, I'm going to be going over exactly how you can do that and how to actually make sure that it works, because in many cases it can be really buggy. Basically, it's pretty simple, although really it'll always stay pretty buggy, but the way to make it work best to use multiple clients at once is to make sure that the clients are as different from each other as possible. Currently injected into Minecraft, I have a Lyra client as well as Undisputed. As you can see, this right here is a function that Undisputed client has. Great Ghost client, by the way. I've just turned it up to the maximum for right now so you can see clearly what's happening there. Anyways, Undisputed client is working fine. I can do everything. I can use everything right here, and it is actually working along with, as you can see, Lyra client, which is also working quite fine. As you can see, all of the functionalities that I'm able to enable with Lyra client. Let's see if I can enable another one right here. There we go. I've enabled some Lyra client functionalities here as well. As you can see, these are working still together actually with Undisputed in this case. As you can see, my CPS are quite through the roof. Anyways, basically this combination works well. As you'll notice, Undisputed client is the general user interface for Undisputed is completely outside of Minecraft. It functions very differently from Lyra client, and that is what allows them to, in theory, work together pretty well. Now, the thing is, you'll still notice issues. You probably did notice that Lyra client is throwing failed to connect errors in the bottom left-hand side for some reason, although there doesn't seem to be any other issue than that, right? I can close Undisputed, for example, and then Lyra client is going to work perfectly again. It'll stop throwing these occasional errors, and I can, for example, inject Prax, right? And now I have injected Prax. Well, we had a big lag spike there, and now as you can see, I'm using Lyra client at the same time as Prax, which, as you can see, is actually working pretty good. So there we are. The Prax functionality, as you can see, is working. So is the Lyra one. And we can basically keep this up. You'll notice that some clients work very well together. Some clients don't work well at all together. From all the clients I've tested, I've noticed that Prax and Lyra client seem to work very well with other clients. As well as that Undisputed works really well with basically any client. Because it's pretty unique, apart from Ascendancy, and yeah, basically that. Horion client doesn't seem to like combining with other clients. However, we will check that out in a second as well. Anyways, as you can see, Prax and Lyra coexisting right now. You might notice some errors as you go along, do stuff. Right, I can't scroll down here fully. I'm not sure if that's because of this or if that's just a general Lyra client issue. Apparently, I'm still getting to error while trying to connect, which it doesn't usually throw in my case, but I noticed it started throwing that once we once I opened up Undisputed. IRCs, so the in-game relay chats, I know multiple clients actually have them, and they seem to coexist fine as well. Let's see. So Prax and Horion I don't think will work very well together, but I can let's actually try that one, because I'm fairly confident that Lyra client will work pretty well. Alright, so I've closed Lyra up, and now I'm just going to be trying, well, Prax client together with Horion. Now, as I said, you want to make sure that the clients are as different as possible. In this case, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's see if it's even going to want to launch. Yes, it has. Alright, so as you can see, we have Prax over here, and Horion isn't opening up, which is odd. As you can see, my mouse is here, but oh, actually I saw this before. So Horion is not opening up. My mouse is here. The click GUI isn't, but all the keybinds I have set up for Horion. So in this case, I believe this is velocity that I have bound to F, and that one will still work just fine. As you can see, this is not actually velocity. This is an entirely different thing. Anyways, you get the idea. Basically, that does work fine. However, I'm struggling opening up the actual click GUI. The commands, if I type in .help, as you can see, Horion is just going to list all of the commands for me, and the Prax commands are being completely ignored. This is because Horion was the second client I injected, right? Now, as a quick little tip for you guys as well, of course, something that's going to work terribly is Horion and Borion together, because they are like such similar clients that it's probably not going to work, right? But for example, Horion and Prax, it's pretty buggy, but it is still working, kind of. If you want a really good combination, then I highly recommend using Prax and Lyra at the same time. And for the rest, as I did say earlier, Undisputed works well with a lot of things just because it's a pretty unique client in terms of the way it functions, although of course most clients are eventually pretty similar to each other. Anyways, basically that was that. If you do have any more questions, or if you have something to add to this video from personal experience, then of course please feel free to leave that down in the comments below. But for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.